Two. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the pilot. I guess this is what I'm calling episode 0 with a working title, Crash the Net. An exclusive show coming out of the DMV area where we discuss various FGC topics, pop culture, and I guess we can add buffoonery to that as well. On the call with me today, as of now, I've got two of my teammates with me. We got Kira, and we also have Graf, Nick Stone. So we got Nick Stone and young EJ with us today. Feel free to follow them on Twitter. I will be tweeting out a link to both their streams and their Twitter accounts. So feel free to follow them if you like their input and their views. I wouldn't necessarily consider it a debate show, more of a conversation, but I'm sure that debates will come out of it because a lot of people have various opinions and views on things, and that makes it more spicy. Anyway, so I guess the main topic for tonight is going to be Evo in general because we have the Evo announcement, which will be on that bottom box of the screen right now. So as soon as that goes live, we'll have coverage of that, and I can switch it over so that that is the main screen, and I'll be on the smaller screen. Bear with me. This is a work in progress. That's why this is episode 0. So there's nothing but good things to come from here. Before we get started, does anybody have anything to say? Well, yeah. Well, let me ask you that. Do you want to start with Evo predictions, or do you want to end on that note before the announcements start? Where do you think? You want to start with it? Okay. All right. So I'll tell you what. We'll go around the board right here for the 3 people on the call, and we'll give our Evo game list predictions for Evolution 2019 in Las Vegas. Since you cracked it open, I'm gonna go ahead and let you start, man. Okay. Okay. It's not Toei. We don't. They never specified the organization behind it.
So I got those two being obvious games.
Right.
BB Tag is gonna be there. I almost can guarantee it
Okay.
because of how Arc has been selling their titles to Evo.
So
Getting them on the stage.
so we're at what, 4 games now for you? You
This
got
is three. That's
three.
three.
Okay.
MK11 is 4. It's a new game. Wizard obviously supports NRS stuff, so we're gonna see it there. Um, I got Soul Calibur 6. That's it. This is a big question mark. I just needed a game that recently came out and that has a pretty good following behind it, so I chose that one. So that is number 1, 2. That was 5. The last 3, uh, I got Guilty Gear Rev 2,
Okay.
another anime game. So there's gonna be 2 this year, I think. Pretty sure. And of course, oh, another big question mark is Melee. That, man, the whole thing with Mr. Wizard and Twitter happening with the whole Melee community and him, and I don't know, but Ultimate's gonna be there for sure. That's a moneymaker.
Okay.
So I got Ultimate and Melee as my last 2.
Okay. Would you like to go, Nick, or do you want me to go?
I'll go. I'll
All right.
go.
So your eight game prediction for Evolution 2019.
8 games. All right. So Staples, Street Fighter, of course.
Mhm.
That's never not gonna be there.
Mhm.
I feel like DOA is gonna be in.
Ah, okay.
I think
I-
so too.
Wild card.
I feel yeah. I feel like DOA is most likely gonna happen because Wizard loves DOA.
Right. When was
Now, let me-
can I actually ask, like, when was the last time DOA was at an Evo?
That's a good question.
It's been a long time.
It's been a really long time. I'd have to Google it.
Yeah, you'd have to look at
Honestly,
the
yeah.
the
Let me,
Evo list past
me-
years. But
Let me
yeah,
look
I
at
feel
the
like
tapes.
DOA could be in. Guilty Gear, of course. Smash Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
If they wanted to get wild, they put BB Tag in. They could put what's that? Grand Blue. They could put the Grand Blue Fighter thing
Is that
in.
coming out beforehand?
I don't know. I don't think they gave it a date.
Now,
But
now let me,
I
let
mean,
me ask
they
you
didn't
this.
they didn't give BB Tag a date, and they announced it.
That's true.
Oh,
and
for
then
the-
you
They're
gotta
like,
remember
here we go.
that Tekken 7 was in arcades for 3 years.
Holy-
and it was at Evo.
oh my God, I'm an idiot. I forgot
They definitely
Tekken.
did that. Yes, you did.
Yep. So am I like 5? Was it 7 games that they do?
Usually 7 to 8. We did 8 just to be safe.
I did 8.
I can't even think of anything else. Oh, Dragon
Yeah.
Ball. Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Now, do you think Soul Calibur will kind of like go toe to toe with DOA when it comes to decision making?
They might honestly just run both.
Huh. That's interesting.
They might just, who knows? It might be a 3D or
Yeah, like, did you do your whole list, Nick?
that's pretty
Pretty
much
much
all
it?
I can think off the top
that,
of my
that
head.
was like 7, yeah.
Because, yeah, I'll put my 2 cents in there. Honestly, we've seen in the past where Evo tends to follow these trends as far as game popularity as it goes on. And a lot of times it's with niche communities. So it was like the one year was like the year of Smash. So it was like all Smash. And then like the one year they had like 3 or 4 anime games like on the main roster. So if anything, I kind of feel like this year might be the year for 3D games. Like it might be it, but I don't know from there. Definitely Mortal Kombat 11 is going to be all over Evo because it's going to be new. With that being said, we're probably not going to see a return of Injustice, which NRS games, they're literally their own curse. They'll, you'll literally have Injustice only at Evo for what, 1 year?
2? No, 1?
I want to say 1.
I think it was 2.
It was 2?
I want to
it's
say
2.
2, but I'm
It
thinking...
didn't seem like it, I mean, that's me. I'm guilty for not paying attention to NRS games. I'm sorry, community, but like that's just not my forte. But it doesn't seem like it's been there long, but it seems like every time an NRS game is at Evo, they literally kill themselves. It's not multiple years outside of maybe Mortal Kombat. You might get 2, maybe 3 years of Mortal Kombat, and then it'll be the flip-flop between that and Injustice.
Yeah.
But I think that this might actually be the year of 3D. We're definitely going to have Tekken there. That's a given because the Tekken World Tour is back. A lot of times, games with World Tours get evolution spots. If I were to guess what game, like mainstream anime game, is going to make it, I'd definitely say Guilty Gear because I'm like 95% sure there's going to be a new version of Gear this year. Especially because of last year where they didn't really announce anything. And they kind of continued that with Evo Japan. Evo Japan, they had obviously the reveal of the Next Fate and BB Tag and the announcement of the update prior to that. So it's likely that BB Tag will be at Evo. I'm not counting my chickens on that because ARC likes to support whatever the next movement is for them. It might actually be a wild card. We could all be wrong, and it could be all 3. We could get Guilty Gear, CF, and BB Tag because it's all on the ARC Revolution Tour. Is a possibility of that. I highly doubt that, though. Having both CF and BB Tag on the main stage is, I think, unfathomable. Even though the communities are very different. It is what it is, but... Obviously, Street Fighter V staple. So we got what? Street Fighter V, Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat 11, Smash Ultimate. I personally do not feel or think that Melee will be returning this year.
I kind of figured as much.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be there.
I just based off of like how everything went down at the end of Evo last year and how everything went leading up to Smash Ultimate, I don't think that it's gonna probably make the roster, which leaves a lot of questions because it doesn't seem like it seems like there aren't that many fighting games when there is just that a lot of them are low key. What would be lit though, and this is the wild card. Like this is what would make everybody go crazy, is if Eunice made it in.
That will be nuts.
Like
Holy.
I kind of feel like it should, because honestly, it's the most heavily attended anime game in the States at the moment. I can't speak for Japan. Like, I don't really follow the game like that, so I don't know how big it is across seas. But here in America, when you're talking about numbers, right now Eunice is getting the most, like even more than BB Tag.
Their community has definitely been on the rise. And it was already big before.
Yeah.
Like they had good numbers, it's just nobody ran it. But now that people are seeing that they're coming out like that, they're definitely on the up and coming.
Yes, indeed. And I think BB Tag did nothing but enhance that. It seemed like after BB Tag came out, everybody was a Eunice player.
Can't blame him.
I mean, I can't blame him either. You know, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, discredit BB Tag or anything, but I feel like people were looking for, not to say that there's not depth in BB Tag, but they were looking for a little.
They thought it was gonna be something a lot different.
Yeah. So they were like, "Damn, you know, let me play Eunice. Like, this is kind of cool." Like a lot of people didn't try.
Back to this Injustice thing real quick.
Okay, I'm listening.
Injustice was technically ran 3 times.
Like the recent one?
Game. Injustice 2 was ran twice.
Okay, so yeah.
2017 and 18.
18. Okay, damn.
They ran it once for the first game in 14.
Right.
They killed it.
And then they didn't touch it for.
Didn't bring it back.
Yeah, for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I say. Like, NRS games are so weird when it comes to Evo. Like, I don't know. It's like I said, they're literally like their own cancer. Like, they kill each other. Like, it'd be a thing of beauty to see both MKX and Injustice at Evo, like, in the same tournament. Like, it's not. Has that even happened in a major?
I believe so.
Outside of like an NRS specific major, like just a major.
I don't think so.
general.
It's
Yeah,
either one or
one
the
or the
other.
other.
I'd love
Yeah.
to see both. I mean,
yeah.
I preferably like to see Injustice because I like Injustice
Right.
more.
I honestly think Injustice is pretty hype. Like, I don't play the game, but it's entertaining to watch.
It's fun to watch.
It's definitely fun to watch.
I think Big E has done it before, if I'm not mistaken.
I want to say there was an NRS major where they had like every Mortal Kombat at it. Like, I forget when that happened. It wasn't that long ago.
I think DPS ran that.
Yeah, like it was.
Yep.
It was like maybe within the last year or two they did that, where it was all the MK games. And I know that was a pretty hype tournament, so we can say that happened.
I know people still play 9 for sure.
That's crazy. We got.
I cannot comment.
We got people playing old, outdated versions of games. Yo, it's like
I mean,
yo.
You got like people like Mike Metroid playing in freaking Mortal Kombat like what 3?
I mean, I kind of feel like that's a little different because it's retro, but like the newer, it's just like somebody playing CS in this day and age. Like, what are you doing, man? Hey, why you? I don't know about that. I don't think we got the time on the stream right now to talk about that, so we're gonna leave that one alone. I think we're pretty much good on predictions. I feel like our lists are gonna be at least 70 to 80% correct. There is gonna be the wild cards because there's always that game that gets in where people are like, "Yo, what the hell?" Like, there's always that one game. So there's something we're not thinking of that's gonna make it. They're gonna put in like King of Fighters or something, and we're gonna be just like, "All right."
Before we move on, if I could just redo the whole list, I would keep everything the same. Hold on, hear me out. I will keep everything the same.
You forgot about Tekken.
I would just replace Melee with Tekken.
Tekken, yeah. You forgot about
that's
Tekken.
literally it.
I forgot that's a game. My bad.
Yeah, Tekken's a thing. Tekken is a thing. All right, so moving on to the next topic. This is something I wanted to get into kind of as a starter, but we kind of segued a little bit there, but we did pretty good on time. We still got a good decent amount of time before the show gets started officially. People's opinions of last year's Evo. Like, this is the, I wouldn't say the wrap up, but the recap of what is that, Evo 2018? Yeah, Evo 2018.
I'll let Nick go first on this one.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna let you know now. Like I said, we're trying to cut down on the crazy derogatory terms, but like I said, I don't mind cursing. Like it is
Yeah.
what it is. And I want you guys to be truthful. Like we're not here. We don't shill Wizard. You know what I mean? That dude don't
Yeah, I was
pay
about
my
to say,
bills.
you know I
That's
don't.
whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're nothing but purely unfiltered and we're honest in here. So this is your personal opinion.
I'm gonna keep it pretty clean, but I'm gonna just let this one ride. I thought the event was kind of ass,
Okay.
personally. It wasn't ran well. Evo, in my opinion, has not been ran well for the last couple years, honestly.
Mhm.
It's spread too thin. I understand that they want to bring people in and teach them how to run brackets, whatever. That's fine, but the amount of time that they have to teach them how to do it is not enough to run an event on that size.
Right.
So it just starts running behind and everything. I didn't like their new policy, no bottles, no water or whatever. That's annoying because then you have people getting dehydrated in 120-degree weather.
Right. Now, see,
And
the funny thing about that is I was considering making that an entire segment. But I was
Yeah.
like, but I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure we can
Yeah.
rationalize and generalize that and not waste too much time on it. But yeah, that was kind of ridiculous.
yeah, that was something. Game wise, I thought it was kind of weak.
Mm.
It's whoever puts some more money in to get their game, and I understand that it's
Right.
a business. It's whatever. I mean, nothing I can change about it. But yeah, overall, 4 out of 10.
Okay. EJ,
Fair.
what's your opinion?
Okay, so let me start by saying as an Evo goer for the last couple of years, I think this has had to be 2018 had to be the worst one I have been to be 100% honest. The worst ran one by far when it's a prestigious tournament, right? So when you go to this tournament, you're expecting pools to start on time. You know, nobody's out of being DQ'd there. Nobody, not a soul. I've seen top players get DQ'd at older Evos all the time. So that being said, it was a lot more lenient this year, and that's something I really, really, really don't like. Like being late, especially with like the military background and everything like that. Like we didn't do shit. So let me just say, 8:30 a.m. is when my pool is supposed to start. I'm
Right.
there at 8 a.m. and they have a line to even enter the venue in the first place.
Yeah.
Why aren't people already in the venue?
I almost forgot about that. That was kind of.
Why
insane.
aren't people in the venue? If you have 8:30 a.m. pools, why aren't you letting people in to settle down and get to where they need to be? That during that time.
And
So and they had this huge line that literally went from the entrance, all the way to where the casino was at the hotel. That's I don't know if for anybody who has ever been there, you know how far of a walk that is. It's almost where the food court is and everything like that. It's pretty far.
the Mandalay
that
Bay as an establishment is really big. So, if I were to
should be
like
the
actually like explain how far, so like where the rooms are and the elevators to where the actual venue is,
It's like a
I
10-minute
wouldn't say.
walk.
Yeah, I'm saying it's about almost, if not a mile, like maybe like 75, like 3/4. It's like maybe 3/4 a mile,
Exactly.
if not a mile. It's pretty far, and that's
So-
without a line. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm glad you brought that point up. I almost forgot about that because I actually was staffed this past year for Evo, and when I got there 30 minutes prior, so I was there at like 7:30 in the morning or so. And when I had found out, this is actually the first year they did that, where they didn't open the venue entirely until 8 a.m. and you've got pool assignments at 8 a.m. Granted, I will give Evo some slack. This all isn't about Bash and Evo. They didn't start DQing people till maybe an hour after that. So people didn't actually start getting DQ'd till around 8:45, 9 a.m.
I'm
Which
glad you brought that
it's
up, 'cause
it's
that's
it's a good and a bad thing.
yes.
You know what I mean? It's definitely good and a bad thing because at the same time we're penalizing people that got up on time.
Exactly.
I understand that it is Vegas and there's crazy shit going on. Like I was a part of that craziness out there, but I still got my ass up at 7:30 to be helping out. Like I didn't even play. Like, you know what I mean? Well, I did. Like I played later on. I had later on pools. But yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty flawed system. I feel like your guys' responses have been pretty tame and mature. I'm gonna put it real with y'all. I kind of feel like it was trash. All right, Evo 2018 was trash. It was actually trash. Like as an event, it was trash. Now Vegas is whatever. You know, Vegas is dope.
Vegas
But
is Vegas.
The thing is,
Vegas is Vegas.
people exactly. The thing is, people using Evo as a reason to rationalize a trip to Vegas is kind of getting to the point where it's ridiculous. Like you could just go whenever now. Like, you know what I mean? Now it's like Evo is a hassle. Before it was like icing on the top. It was like, you know, you're in Vegas chilling with your homies, gambling, you know what I mean, doing whatever you do out there, having a good time. And then the icing on top was that it's like, I got this dope ass fighting game event that I can attend during the weekend. So it's like I have time for that. Then I got time to do Vegas stuff. So it's like whatever. But now it's like impeding on that because you've got what? A poorly ran tournament environment. You know what I mean? Toxic people and communities. And then it's like, you know, safety is an issue. Like I could have an entire segment on safety. And then it's like, you know, the water bottle issues, and it's just like a bunch of things. For Evo to be the standard, like this is supposed to be the tournament that all the rest of the tournaments, like the majors, are modeled after. It's kind of ridiculous some of the stuff that's happened, like especially in 2018, and it's gotten progressively worse. Like I can say that it didn't start this way, but because of how things are, this is unfortunately the road we have come to, if that makes sense. But overall, my experience doing everything there, so like, you know, I was staff, and you know, as a competitor, like staff, it was like kind of whatever. Like they treat us pretty well there, staff wise. I can't even argue about what they do. They do the best for what they can for the amount of people that they have to. I'll understand that. But from a competitor standpoint, like if you go to Evo strictly to compete, like you're there to play games competitively, you're there to win, the tournament at this point in certain standard as they run it is not geared for you at all. I'm sorry. Like I am 100% sorry. I apologize. But
are you really?
I am. Welcome into the discussion, everybody. We've got Shinoni, Mecha Oni from the
you're
squad.
already up and going?
Yeah, we're live right now. You can also follow him straight on Twitter, and he streams as well. I will link that after the discussion is over tonight. But yeah, personally, it was garbage. All right, so the conversation that we're on right now, the discussion is a recap pretty much of our feelings of Evo 2018.
Trash.
There you go. See, look, I can count on Greg. I can count on Greg not to sugarcoat it. Like,
look,
you know,
man,
just like I said.
Look, the only reason Evo was good last year is because I was hanging out with everybody, which I honestly can do at a better tournament that doesn't cost me an arm and a leg just to go and be doing things. I mean, I got Comic Breaker, CEO, Frosties, have way more time and spend way less money and have the same competition that I would get at Evo. And on top of that, have casuals, not struggling looking for casuals. So, no, I think Evo last year was some garbage because it just wasn't fun. It really wasn't that fun outside of playing the games and hanging out with friends.
Yeah, that's pretty much like rehashing what I said. Pretty much, it's like if you're going to Evo as a competitor, which this is supposed to be quote unquote the Super Bowl of fighting games, the mecca of fighting games, it is not geared towards your best interests, which doesn't make sense.
Definitely not anymore, at least.
And that actually kind of segues into our next topic. So what are we at? Yeah, we're good on time. Awesome. Everything's going great. So the next segment that we got here, I titled this one Con or Tournament. So at this point, Evolution, is it a competitive?
It's a con.
Is it a competitive tournament or is it a convention?
It's been a convention since I started going. That's what I feel. My first Evo was 2012. I think by that point, it was still kind of focused being on a tournament because it was still kind of Street Fighter 4 days. I think Marvel was the big game that year, but I mean, you could slowly see it turning into a con with all the the developers coming and showcasing their games, and the big focus on all the side stuff going on top of the tournaments. And just as the years went on, you could tell it's definitely more like if you're a top player, it's great because you kind of can make it out of pools. You may not be able to make it out, but you kind of already solidified yourself as a name, as a person in whatever game you're playing. But kind of the mid-level, low-level, casual players, it's like hit or miss for the mid-level, lower players. Casual players are like, I'm just going just for the experience, kind of want to be around people, meet all the people, meet all the top players, and I'm gonna buy some art and all this other junk that doesn't really pertain to playing the game. That's how I feel, at least.
Pretty
I'm gonna have to
much.
agree with Greg on that. As far as the tournament goes, I think first of all, let me say this. I will say the developers being there like around the 2012, 2013 era, when they start coming in, I think they only had like one booth where they would sell like plushes and stuff like that. And it
Mhm.
was like what was it, like World One or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're actually called. But I remember that being the only thing, and then they had the actual game developers there. Now
Mhm.
that being said, I thought that was really cool
I
because
mean,
it's
yeah.
like, it's like the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's where you go see all the new games, before they even come out. But as like you said, Greg, as the years progressively go on, you had all the casual players come and try to meet their favorite players, and
Mhm.
people all over the world would just try to come to Evo just to go. It was just a
Mhm.
prestigious thing to go to and say I went there. But it seems like it's more catered to casual players when it comes to the aspect of it, because you can have some guy going just for that and say, "Oh, I went 0-2. Let me go buy a plushie or a keychain or something."
Mhm.
It's meant for those people now. It's not meant to be taken seriously as a tournament. I think it's losing that prestige it had years ago
I think it's
that I was
already
looking
lost it
forward to.
personally. But I mean, and like it sucks because, like I said, in the mid player, low level player, the guys who are trying to get better to be considered a top player or considered to be like in that running to be someone to look out for, it kind of sucks for them because you're there for the tournament, you're kind of there for all the the festivities and the extras
Hmm.
and whatnot, but it's not really a necessity. You're really primarily there to kind of play games and see how
Exactly.
well you do, and you want to make a big splash for yourself and to other people. Whereas in top players, like I said, top players they're kind of fine. Like generally, they'll either get close to top eight, you'll make top eight, or they'll make it out of pools to the point where they get close to making some type of dent or people to notice. Whereas the casuals, they're kind of already know what they're going to do. They're like, I just don't want to go 0-2. I want to get like a win or something and hope I fight this person because they're in my pool or something like that. And once they're out, they're kind of like, yeah, I did better than I expected, or I didn't, I expected to do how I did, and then they run off to either go buy art or go buy merchandise, and I don't know, walk around Vegas or goof around with Vegas with friends. So the casual and top players are fine because they kind of already have their set agenda, and they're already gonna kind of pretty much do what they are there to do. Top players, advance or win to get close to top eight. Casual players don't care how I do, just want to see how well I can do with the little bit of skill I have. If not, well, I'll just go and have fun. But then if you're in the middle, you're kind of set. You kind of split in the sense that you want to do good, but you want to do good to the point you keep playing, and you play better players and you get close to top eight. You try to make top eight, and if you don't make top eight, well, then you're kind of sad or upset. You're kind of beating yourself up a little bit, and you go and enjoy Vegas and all the other things around, but you still get bothered by how well you did because you kind of been working towards Evo most of the beginning of the year leading up
Yeah.
to it. So like you're saying, like if anything, the mid-level players kind of have the most to lose in that aspect because after you're done playing, if you're out or you're not out, more than likely you're going to want to keep playing. And you can't really do that at Evo for only so long in the actual venue because there's all these setups and all of them are primarily used for tournament. So you have that small, like 30 minutes to an hour of time to play before the next pools start. But then you don't know how long those pools are going to take. And
Hmm.
Evo as of lately isn't the greatest with being on time or finishing up on time. So you might not even get the chance to play casuals because as soon as they're done with that pool, the next pool is starting like 5 to 10 minutes after that's done because they're backed up. So now you're sitting there like, well, I can't play casuals down here because there's no stations. And you're like, I could go back to the room, but then that means I have to go and get people to come to the room, and that's already a hassle because other people might be in their own tournaments, or they might be having their pools starting. So now you're just like, well, great, I can't really do anything except either walk around and try and find casuals, or walk around and see what else Evo has to offer, or just go support my boy as they're about to play in casuals. So it sucks despite it being a 3-day tournament. It still sucks because you're still really limited on what you want to do or what you can do as that mid-level player. Like you don't really know a lot of people to play long sets with. Like you may know people to play long sets with, but like when it's tournament time and after you're done with your tournaments, it's a toss up on if you might get to play people that you have never played or people from other states or not from your scene, because you don't know what they're doing. So now you're just kind of like wandering around and kind of not playing, and yeah, you're just it's really hard for the mid-level players in that regard if you're not either known or if you don't know people that can gather a good amount of people to go to the room and play or something like that.
Now, I can definitely sympathize and agree with that, talking from a mid-level or mid-player standpoint. I remember a period of time in the FGC, and this is the old man rant. Like, you know what I mean? My age is showing. But all this extra stuff, prints, sprites, plushies, you know what I mean? Arcade cabs that are not fighting game designated, all that extra stuff, that didn't exist. You literally would go to these tournaments, you would spend your bread, and you would get your ass bust. And then all you had left was to play more games. That was it. It's like, oh, well, I got Bob. I guess I'm going to have to train up. You know what I mean? Get all this matchup experience because there ain't shit else to do here. You know what I mean? I go out and get something to eat and then come back and play some more games. This is what it is. Now, I think that it's a good thing that we have all these things. Now, I understand that it's also a money thing, as Nick said earlier. These companies and stuff help to support. Appreciate the host there, buddy.
Yeah.
These different developers and these different vendors that come there help to support the event. And you know what I mean? It gives these people that come there other reasons to stay at the event and to continue to come to it anyway. So you got to look at it from like a business and a money standpoint. If you really think about it in perspective, when it comes to actual competitors, like you're going to cap out at a certain point, but where you're really going to make your money as an organization or as an event is off the plus ones. It's like people are bringing their girlfriends, people are bringing their family members, their close friends, their you know what I mean, their cousins, whatever, you know what I mean? So they're giving those people that don't exactly play fighting games competitively a reason to indulge and come to Evolution. And Evo is not the only tournament that's guilty of this. There are plenty of majors that do the same exact thing. It's just that it's a problem when you call yourself a fighting game tournament, but the priority of your interest and your focus is going to that stuff than the actual competition itself. Like that's when it becomes a problem. It's like, you know what I mean? Call a spade a spade. Like a spade is a spade. If you want it to be a fighting game convention, call it that. Like Evolution 2019 fighting game. At this point,
that's what it is.
Convention. Don't call it the championship. You know what I mean? Because there's so many other issues. How many problems did we run into last year where we're having
just last year?
We're having time restraint issues. We're having
look, man,
DQ issues. There were power outages. There were console failures, and a lot of this stuff I can even attest for, like the pools that I ran off of being off staff. There were issues I foresaw that were going to happen before the tournament started that I told them about. I'm like, yo.
And they didn't listen to you.
And
I remember that.
They did nothing. They did nothing. And then when we get an hour, right? We get there and we get an hour and a half down the road, and now we got a person with a bracket that's only ran 2 matches in the past an hour and 30 minutes because 3 of the 4 of my setups don't work. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That's unacceptable. Like some of the lower end tournaments that we go to regionals. Locals don't even have these problems.
Yeah.
Like, come on. And you've got a whole
but the worst thing about that is it happened the year before, too.
Yes. That's what I was like.
Happened the year before.
Right. Like, it's gotten progressively worse. it's definitely gotten progressively worse. Like, I can definitely say for at least the last 3 years of Evolution, we've had issues similar to this, or if not like this. But like last year was like the tipping point, the cake. To points where we have situations where I'm hearing that people are like rerunning pools. I know that was insane. When I heard that was actually the breaking point for me. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this again. Like, I honestly don't know if I can do this again, because how unfair is that? You know, not saying as a competitor and as a fighting game player, I feel like if I'm better than somebody, if I beat them one set, I should be able to repeat that. I should be able to do it again, but I shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have to do that.
You already proved it.
Exactly. Like that's messed up. Like, you know what I mean? You could potentially lose customers doing that.
I mean, like, you legit was like, yeah, all right, I made it out. And they're like, yo, I need you to come back. Like, we got to run that whole thing back. And you're like, what do you mean? I just made it out. Like, and then you don't make it out. You're just like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
at that point, that comes to a point, right, where like a refund is not enough. Like, you can
like,
sit there and give me my money.
Somebody.
Right, exactly. You're telling me that I went through all that shit and I got to do it again? Not only do I want my money back, I want my hotel room comped. I want a suite. I want a lobster dinner. I want like you know what I mean, 3 bodacious females from Brazil. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna need it all, yo, because that is, I've never heard
that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I've been in the FGC for over a decade. As a
prestige fighting game event, and that's extremely unacceptable.
I've never heard of anything like that. Making somebody replay an entire pool? What? Like that? I don't know, man. Like I couldn't imagine. I feel for the people that had to go through that. Like, I feel for you guys, because I'd have probably gotten arrested. I'd have probably gotten arrested. I don't know what I would have did, man. I'd have probably got up on top of one of the tables and danced around like Steve H or something, man. I don't know. I honestly do not know what I would have did. It takes a tremendous amount of patience to have for people to be able to go through that. But definitely convention status. Like I was saying earlier a second ago, once the priority has gone off of the actual maintenance and performance of the tournament and it's shifted to making money and representing these other things that are going on, these other outside activities that aren't fighting game, well, they're fighting game related, but they're not related to the actual tournament itself.
Right.
That's a problem. Like, that's a big problem, especially when you quote yourself or you hold yourself as the highest regards where you're the tournament standard.
Slacking.
And we have seen that that's not exactly the case anymore, because not only have these other tournaments caught up, they've surpassed.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a crime, dude. Like, I'm sitting here watching people get dehydrated because they don't want to spend $30 on a bottle of water because there's no freaking water fountains. I kind of feel like that's a health issue. Why is there no free water? What?
But you know what they did have? Red Bull for like $8.
And why is a Red Bull the same price as water?
And you in Vegas at that too, man, in the summer.
Like, we gotta question this. We gotta question our reality right now. Like, what kind of world? What kind of world do we? That's insane. What kind of world do we live in where Red Bull is the same price as something that you need to survive?
Gamers, bro.
That's crazy, man. That's actually crazy. I couldn't believe it. Somebody told me, man, they were like, yeah, yo, I'm really thirsty right now. I was like, yo, just go get a drink of water. They're like, I have to buy it. I said, what?
Think about that.
I said,
think about
what?
that.
And I look around and I'm like, damn, there aren't no water fountains in this joint. I was like, how much is a water? They was like, yeah, it's like $7. It's like $7-8.
Yeah, think about that.
They just started the
I have it. Yeah, I have it.
Oh, it's up?
Yeah, they got a little.
It just started ads.
But yeah, what kind of world are we living in where that's a thing? You know what I mean? I wasn't tripping because I had snuck my water in. So, you know what I mean? I was drinking my bottle in the venue anyway. You know what I mean? That's the solution to everything. But it shouldn't have to get to that point. Why are we having to sneak in water?
Yeah, that's unacceptable, man.
Which leads me to one of the points I brought up earlier about security. If you can sneak in water, what else can you sneak in? You know what I mean?
Speaking of security, the after party was a hassle to get into.
This is on which after party? Sunday?
Was that Sunday or Saturday?
Oh, you mean
there was a pre-party and there was an after party. I know that definitely.
Which one? The one where we have to get our bags checked to go into the blue.
The Arxis one, right?
The one where they had the BB Tag demo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arxis.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
that was the Arxis one?
that was the after party. That was the after party. I think the problem behind that was that it was what's it called? It was poorly executed. You don't announce it until like an hour before you're doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
that was pretty bad.
But the thing is, like, that's not on Evo. That's on Gutex, because that was the bar battles joint. Like,
Yeah.
that's all you can all talk to Ryan Gutierrez for that one. He pulled that stunt.
Wow.
You know. So I'm not even gonna hold that on Wizard. But I want to say Evo itself had an after party. I don't think we went to it though.
Yeah, we definitely did not go to it because it was on Sunday.
Right. I think
And we were in the room.
Yeah, I think we definitely curved that. We're like, all right, we're not doing that. And
Was
then
that the one at the pool?
No, that was on Friday. That was on Friday.
That was the Friday one.
Yeah, Friday was the
It was
pool
the
one.
Friday one, and then the Sunday one.
The Friday one was lit. Nah, so like from a homie perspective, like chilling and stuff, the Friday one was cool. It was whatever. You know.
Yeah, I didn't go to the
Granted,
Friday one.
You didn't miss much outside of like
Yeah.
the drinks. The drinks were delicious,
Mhm.
but they were expensive as hell.
Yeah.
But
Vegas.
that's not even Vegas though. They were making them jokes. but it is the FGC, so similar to a movie by Seth Rogen, it was a sausage party. So
of course.
you would literally go there to chill for a little bit, you know, get your sip on a little bit, and then you go out in Vegas and have a real party. That's what it was. But it was alright. It was chill. I won't hate on the Friday night pool party, after party, pre-party, whatever. Like, I won't hate on that. That's fine. It's whatever. But that Sunday night stuff, I ain't mess with that. I curved that, and we went to the casinos immediately to lose some more money.
Yeah, I remember that. Y'all wouldn't get nothing that weekend.
Yeah,
That was a rough.
to be fair, it was deserved because we were frying that week, and that was all karma. So we got a little too
As
close
soon
to
as
the
that
sun.
weekend hit, boy.
We got a little too close to the sun.
Let me split these tens real quick.
Oh my God, Diz, yo! Shout outs to the homie Dizzle. Up
Yeah,
in,
Dizzle making y'all
Rochester.
lose all the money out here.
Yeah, that was actually kind of insane.
Shout out to Diz.
It's kind of crazy.
And then it struck 12 on Monday. Start making that money back.
Yeah, it started working.
Never gamble on weekends in Vegas.
Yeah, it's been proven, man. The next segment I got, since we've pretty much established that Evolution is a con now. Yeah, the next segment I had, which we kind of touched base on a little bit in the last conversation, was that no longer the tournament standard.
Oh no. I think the tournament standard now is definitely Combo Breaker and CEO
CEO.
by
I
far.
was about to say CEO as well.
Now, see, this is something I can actually give props to Jabali with his egotistical self. CEO is an anomaly, because CEO is a tournament where the priority is both tournament and con, and it works.
Yeah.
Like, Jabali has proven that the formula can work if you put the right type of care and attention into both sides. Like, as all complaints about the venue and the area for last year's CEO aside, as an event, it was pretty freaking lit.
It was great.
It was lit.
24
Like,
hours.
What can you complain about? Like, every game was attended to. Every game was on time. You had the tempo storm stuff going on with the dance games and the music games and stuff. They had a whole
They had
section
their own
for
little
that.
spot. Yeah, they had their own little spot over
They
there.
had an entire section dedicated in the venue to bring your own controller. You could bring in your console, your setup, and be in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some dude actually left his console in there, like for DJ Max overnight. He just left a little notes like, "Yo, please don't steal nothing. Just leave everything as it is." I was like, "Damn, like that's some trust right there, man."
And the thing about it is right. I feel like the people that attend those events, CEO Taku, the CEO related events, they have a mutual respect and love for the event itself. Because me myself, I can attest for that at CEO Taku this year. Outside of my laptop, I definitely took that shit with me. But like the rest of my streaming equipment, I left it in the venue. I left it all weekend in there, and like nothing was taken. You know, granted, I have the means to get that stuff back. Like I'm not that materialistic,
really
but it's the principle that people are able to respect, you know, people's property. I like that. Well, to an extent.
Shit.
You know, I'll say that I won't give these people too much credit. But
at least the people we know.
Exactly. But yeah, man, there's so many tournaments just doing it right. Then I can even say Frosty Faustings. The one complaint I had about Frosty Faustings, they're fixing next year. They're gonna new venue.
It's fixed. Yeah,
they're gonna new venue. That was the only complaint
the only
about the
problem.
tournament. Like Frosty's is lit. Outside of that, we were crammed in there like sardines. You know, but other than that, it's dope. It's dope, and they heard it and they responded to it. So
yeah.
Evo,
Much flack as we give Elvin Shadow at times, he does at least put up for Frosties.
yeah, he be competing in his own tournaments too.
Yeah, he
That's-
definitely got to stop that. Though. Definitely got to stop that.
But that's-
You gotta-
that's-
gotta cut that shit out, man.
That's a segment in itself right there. But yeah, man. Shoot, like I don't even know, man. Like it's just here. Like, all right. So I was talking to EJ about this not that long ago, right? Like literally like the past 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, right? Because he was talking about how like recently like F Champ has been more vocal and like FGC
I saw him
like,
talking yesterday. I was like, whoa, all right, like where's this guy come from?
And we haven't heard from him in like maybe like 2 years, like ever since the death of MVCI, he's been kind of under a rock,
Right.
And I was telling EJ, I was like, there are people in the scene now that probably have no idea who he even is.
Yeah, who F Champ is.
This is the next generation, the next generation of the FGC, right? So I feel like they're both a part of the solution and the problem because I'm pretty sure like these are the people that are tolerating it. The moment that we tolerate it, it's going to continue to be an issue. Like we can't stand for it. So I know I'm speaking for the people in this chat at least. I know none of us have decided to actually invest in going to Evo this year. I know you're out, Greg.
Like I said, I'm definitely going to Japan.
I know you're out. I know Nick is like undecided, but leaning more towards the outside.
Yeah, I just skip it.
I'm doing this thing this year where I'm trying to hit more obscure things outside of the FGC. So it's like,
okay. I saw you about to hit that Perfume concert. I was like, damn, if only.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd be rolling up with you if I could.
It's gonna be lit. I actually can't wait for that. But yeah, like people have options. Like we don't have to keep dealing with it. Like we don't.
Right.
The only way the organization is going to change and realize that is if more people get on that bandwagon.
I agree. People are slowly waking up, slowly, because CEO and Combo Breaker are doing so good.
Like at least the
people are
competitors are. I can definitely speak to the competitors.
I was definitely talking about this the other day on Twitter briefly on like the dude Blue.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was talking. I don't remember what happened. He was talking about how Evo was, still considered like the go-to tournament. I was like, well, not really. People, who go will tell you otherwise. And it was like, but it's still regarded as blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, but like you're talking about people who watch the streams. You go to talk to people who actually go. Everyone would kind of tell you that, like, Evo's kind of trash now. Like, I don't know, like almost everybody's always talking about, go to Combo Breaker, go to CEO, go to something that isn't Evo. It's cheaper, it's better. The usual thing that we all talk about already.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of sad that it's a fall from glory because with something.
Let me ask you... I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, I'll finish up real quick. I'm finishing real quick. I don't have too much to say, but I think it's sad that it's like a fall from glory for an event that has such a legacy. And for something that has so much effort, time, and money put into it, that it's become what it has. Because it can definitely be done better for a lower budget. And the amount of money that they have, it could be crazier than what it is.
Oh.
You can go, DJ.
I was going to ask Greg,
what
do you think that... Let me say how do you think Evo would lose that like title itself? Because I know you were telling whoever you were talking to, it doesn't have that title anymore.
Yeah.
At least in a standpoint of actual competitors.
Mm-hmm.
But how would it lose that title? Period. Because even on stream right now, I don't know if you saw it, but when the stream first came on, at the bottom, they had the dates and everything. And it says the world's most prestigious tournament.
So
how would
it's
that be?
obviously going to take time, which I think everyone will attest to.
I'm gonna.
It's not just going to happen overnight.
Real quick. it's funny because literally the final segment I have is hopes for the future. What can make it better? You guys legit segued.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, you legit segued into the last segment that
Nice.
I had.
Sweet.
So yeah, you continue.
I actually lost my train of thought as I'm playing. Oh yeah, so it's obviously going to take time, to get to that point. But I mean, it's not that far off right now because people are starting to wake up and see that this actually is well, that's trash. People are starting to see that wow, this is not that great as a competitor. And I mean, you can see it even just on social media. People are talking about how it's kind of like a blow up, or there's so many problems. And people are just suggesting you go to Combo Breaker or C. I mean, look at freaking Climax. Climax did godlike for its first year. People clearly liked it, and people keep asking if there's going to be another one. So I mean, for the fact that did great for a tournament that was primarily focused on French bread tournaments, and after fucking Wizard didn't give Under Night the due diligence it needed, that's kind of great. So imagine how that is for CEO and Combo Breaker for tournaments people are already, they're already hip to. Then you can only imagine. That's just, I mean, like I said, we're almost already kind of there. It's just a matter of people waking up for it.
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that, man.
Shit.
Honestly, the best thing that they could do to improve for the future is understand and recognize that it's a problem. Like,
yes,
recognize it's a flawed system. But the problem with it is it's become so powerful, it's probably extremely hard for them to like have the
that's the thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? To have the humility to do it.
Right.
If that makes sense. Because like literally it's like the same thing where like there's a lot of people that have a problem with our government. You know what I mean?
What is it on right now? Is it on Evo? Are they streaming on Evo right now?
They're streaming on Evo.
Okay, just want to make sure so I can.
It's just like the government and stuff. But the thing is, it's like the wheels of that have been turning for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to stop it.
Like, I agree.
For it to be stopped collectively as a people, we would have to unite and be done with it. It's
yes.
The same thing here. It's the same thing here.
It's gonna take time.
No different. Literally no difference. But like I was saying, these newer players though are both part of the solution, and the problem is like it's gonna be literally a divide. Another thing I had talked with people before in some of my previous conversations was that there's a pie chart, right? There's a pie chart of player skill. All right. It's changed dramatically within the past decade. So like before, like in the early, like before Street Fighter 4, like right before Street Fighter 4 to the first year Street Fighter 4, if I were to look at the pie chart, about 30% of the FGC that attended these majors were really good. It was like 30% of player base.
Damn.
And then it was like 40% were like decent. Like they're like, okay, like they're competitive. And then it's like, from there, it's like, what, you got like another 30% that was considered to be garbage. It wasn't many. Like there's always people that you consider to be a scrub.
Yeah.
But over the test of time, as the games have gotten easier, that dynamic has changed. So now it's like the percentages, people that are really good are like down to like, I would say 10%.
Yeah, it's definitely gone. It's definitely decreased, and it's shown.
And then people that are like decent, I would say, is gone to like maybe 30%. So now 60% of our community is comprised of scrubs.
Yes, I agree.
I
totally agree. I like to add to that. It shows because a lot of people are very willing to X copy as opposed to find tech, which is, like, in my opinion, like the number one problem for most new players or new people learning games. Just from what I see from anime games specifically, like people either don't know what they're doing or they're just kind of X copying and not really understanding why they're doing said thing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to copy something somebody else is doing when you don't understand what that person's thinking about.
Right.
That's always been my debunk to X copying like strategies in neutral. Like setups is whatever. because once you understand what the setup is for, yeah, sure, X copy it, but then it's like knowing the correct situation to bust that out and knowing how to apply your tools properly. That's something that comes with practice, and then also understanding the mindset. You know, I can sit there and I can watch Tokido for day and night play Akuma, and I could try to mimic his style, but I will never be Tokido. It's impossible. Like, until they come out with technology where you can remove somebody's brain and put it into somebody else's body, it is not going to be possible. Like, it's just not going to be possible. But yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, as long as that chart is like that, where it's like predominantly players that don't understand and they're not good, this is what we're going to get, because they're content with it. Like, they don't understand.
I guess we're starting, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the transition to minimize myself, and I will turn the volume for Mr. Wizzy.
You know what, Joey? It's been a fun year for fighting games so far.
Shit.
We just got off of Evo
I'm sitting here playing Under Night, so
no more downtime for fighting games.
I'll keep you informed.
yeah, I mean, I'm still watching it. I'm watching it on the other screen. I'm just.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you said you're playing Fortnite.
Stuff to do.
No, I don't play that.
I'm playing Fortnite.
I keep thinking. I actually downloaded Apex because I was curious, but I started it yesterday and I was like, yeah, I don't feel like doing this right now. So
I'm gonna be real with you. I played 15 minutes of it and I was done with it. I was like, nah, I'm good on that.
I mean, you and that Blops mix up anyway, so you don't really need to fool with Apex too much.
I'm more so in the RL mix up. Like, I barely.
I mean, that too.
Anymore, dog.
That too. I'm just saying, like, as you know, as a battle arena game or battle royale game.
Right.
When we start revealing some of the games that are going to be in the lineup, I want to urge everyone that has any questions that will be
all right, we're taking bets. What's the first game that's going to get announced, everybody?
Street Fighter 5 or Tekken?
Street Fighter.
I'm glad we are all on the same page.
EJ.
So we'll be filtering that. We might be looking at some of the questions in chat.
I'm gonna say Marvel.
Really too fast.
Yeah, you're a better man than me.
That's crazy.
Joey, I gotta ask you, I am a big fan of how fighting games are now. You know, there's been so many great matches with so many games. Tell me,
Dude, Markman got on Off-Whites. That's crazy.
I mean, he's a shoe man.
We're gonna be straight. We're gonna play it straight this year.
I had to explain to somebody the other day what Off-Whites were. They didn't understand. I was like, yeah, dude, you can't afford it.
I don't know. I don't care.
They're a little expensive.
Don't waste your breath on me.
9 straight up, and when we're done. And
Whoa, 9.
9 games, boys.
I told
So that
you it
means
was a lot
Under
of
Night-
games.
That means Under Night's gonna be in it.
It should be in. Under Night
Yeah.
should be in.
game of Evo
9 games means Under Night is in. If it was 8 games, I'd be a little sketchy. But 9 games, Under Night's in.
The entrance was higher than the.
What is up with Wiz's forehead? Like, what is going on?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. That's a segment all on its own, my dude.
I'm gonna be real. I was just looking at his teeth.
I don't. Hey, Tekken 7. That's not Street
I was
Fighter.
close. I was close. That was my second thought.
But honestly, we don't have enough time in the podcast to talk about some of the deficiencies that Mr. Wizard has. Personally.
This is true.
It's not nothing that science can't fix, though.
We're part of the Tekken World Tour. We're really looking forward to, just doing.
All right, so next is going to be Soul Calibur.
Moving forward, I mean, we just had an amazing.
Yeah, I honestly think this might be the year of the 3Ds, man. Especially
alright with
with
that.
9 games, there's a possibility that we're going to see Tekken 7, Soul Calibur, and Dead or Alive.
Damn, you still about those core values apparently?
There's a chance.
That's
You just
possible.
gotta
I would love to
cut out
see.
the Jav models. They just can't have them on stream no more.
I would love to see DOA added though. I think 5 should have been added though at least like when it was his time.
Oh, you were close. You're close, Wizard. I know what you're trying to say.
Over 1,500 people entering last year, and maybe 2,000 this year. I think it's.
Yeah, I feel like it's a worthwhile addition. Like some of the obscure games deserve a spot just for them being what they are. Like what was King of Fighters wasn't on the roster last year, was it?
14? No.
That's
It was
kinda
there,
OD.
but not as a main game.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it deserved a spot. Now we're never going. That game never going to be at Evo.
So the next game is
Not again,
returning
not till
model from
15.
last year. It's been actually at Evo for 3 years now. It's definitely had its,
Street Fighter.
and
Returning?
a lot of entrants
Okay.
have entered it over the past couple years. It's definitely on the Capcom Pro Tour again this year, and we're happy to welcome back Street Fighter
Street Fighter
5.
V.
Wow, what a
Blah,
foot!
blah,
Right,
blah.
so
Anyways,
Capcom
on
Street
to
Fighter
the
5 Arcade Edition
things that
released
we already know are in.
You know, we had an amazing top 8 last year with Problem X from the UK taking it.
So far, my
I
list
gotta
is
say, man,
accurate.
you know, Street Fighter just started their 4th season, introduced new character Kage into the mix. It's,
Yeah,
uh,
staple.
yeah.
Always gotta come first.
generation of players
Okay.
that showed us
why are we
how
even
to
talking
play
about
character.
Kage? Nobody's gonna play that
Europe
character.
Winning the last Evo, I'm hoping maybe America can do something this
I
time
heard
around.
they was
I'm
gonna buff
hoping.
him.
It's been a long while.
Who told you that?
I
Who
guess.
told you that white lie?
Oh, no,
keep
son.
talking.
Damn.
He slid in my DMs.
All right, bet.
Rise up.
He was like, "We
We
gonna
call him
buff that
Cage
dude,
around
man."
these parts.
Stop!
Cage.
They're doing Rise Up.
So we got 2 games left. So
Yeah, you're like 3 years late.
Oh,
Rise
Wakanda.
Up, yeah.
2 of the games I think that have been some
Yeah,
of the
it's
most
Wakanda,
watched
bro.
games.
Nah, it ain't Rise Up no more. It's Wakanda forever. We winning Oscars out here.
What is our 3rd game here at Evo?
You know, Wizards stole all their technology to run Evo.
We saw
Oh, wow.
and we were pretty pleased with the action and the fast pace.
Oh,
of the
DV,
game.
we got it.
We're happy to welcome back Blaze Blue Cross Tag.
Cross Tag Battle.
Yeah,
BB.
close.
BB tag.
The money, baby.
My man said, he said, BB, BB.
Somewhere,
DV.
somewhere in the distant
was
part
waiting
of the East Coast, we have somebody popping off on somebody that got second place, hurting feelings.
He said, I'm never entering a game that's not Street Fighter 5 again.
Jeez.
My man was that hurt?
That's
You do
crazy.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's wild.
For a game that you don't care nothing about and you don't play, you're quite emotionally invested in it. That's insane.
Hey
man,
man, only
legit
Punk is
event
allowed to
six.
pop off on people, not people popping off on Punk. That's how it
You're
goes.
right. You're right. My bad.
Only the alpha can pop off on people.
You're right.
Apparently.
You're right.
So I was very surprised in the audience that Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle was a collaboration of all their fun games, and it was very exciting.
Of course you were surprised because you didn't care about it till they threw some money at you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because you know they're gonna announce something else at Evo.
Well, yeah, they're gonna announce more characters probably, and probably the date for the patch.
So we can get back to your questions.
Because I don't think we're gonna get the patch before Evo.
No.
They said
Not for
April.
console.
Great.
Not for console.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's arcades.
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay,
arcades.
You gotta give me more, Joey.
So there's 6 more.
We're back to the true arcs this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4.
That's
Alright,
OD.
Is this a surprise? What do you got for me?
Title number 4, I think,
Uh-oh,
has the
let's go.
potential to break all records at Evo.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
wow.
It is
Smash
probably
Ultimate.
one of the most
Smash Ultimate.
anticipated
No,
and
my bad. You're right.
awaited
Yeah.
games
Somebody said Jump Force.
in
Stop.
2019.
That'll save
We
him.
had it on the demo floor,
Clearly.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, okay.
and we're happy to welcome Super Smash Bros. Ultimate to Evo.
Ultimate,
Yep.
yep.
All right.
That
and
was
of
too
course,
bad.
As Joey mentioned, we did have it as a demo last year, thanks to our friend. over
I
at
ain't
Nintendo.
playing
We
the
also
game
had it
until
in
they
a
put
Stage
Piranha
Exhibition,
playing that
But of
joint.
course, one of the cool things
I agree with
You
you.
stop.
is it's bringing together all
Wow,
the
you need to chill.
Piranha Planet's not even in. You see how bad that character is?
And
He's
even
pretty-
other games around the fighting game.
Man, that's not
Bring it
right,
back.
though. How they do that
On
to him?
hot stuff that is Smash Bros. Ultimate. Not
Why
only
is
that,
Piranha
Wolf
Planet
top
kinda
tier?
godlike.
they have
Yeah.
pretty much
They gotta
what is it,
buff
every
him.
character.
They've really
Jeez.
brought
Some
back
of his
every
moves are
character
actually
and then
unusable.
some. They've announced a bunch of
Yeah,
DLC, which
that
is cool,
happens.
like the
That
Brock
tends to happen with
and-
low tier
and
characters.
a bunch of other characters, and I'm looking
Damn, he
forward
not
to
good?
seeing
He's
past
really bad.
champions
Yeah, he's
That
kind of butt.
sucks.
He's kind of butt
blood
tier.
and seeing who comes out on top. I think it's gonna be a really exciting time for Smash.
Yeah, and you know they have.
Gotta learn
It's
to
gonna be
relate to
easy.
that.
EJ is gonna win.
Coming up. I thought it was really
Damn,
fun.
EJ, I didn't know you was like
At the
that.
Game Awards recently,
Yeah.
they
So you
Not
about
in
to
this
beat
game.
Leffen's ass
Yeah.
out here?
Yeah, hit me up if you need tech.
Son, Pokemon Trainer's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely think that, as I said earlier,
Well,
I think you could lose
I'll show you the Inkling matchup.
This is game 5.
5,000 people at Evo. I think
She got nerfed, so I'm alright
this
now.
game.
Still good.
It's
She is good.
exciting to see what people do with new characters and old characters bringing back, and I look
Tetris
forward to
99.
seeing who the top 8 is for our upcoming event.
It's a good game. I can't hate on it.
So far, that is 4 games, Joey. So we got Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. We have
4
Blaze Blue
games,
Cross
yep.
Tag Battle.
Ugh.
We have Street Fighter 5, and we have Tekken 7. Can you hit me with another one?
Hit me, baby,
He
one
said,
more
yeah,
time.
this year we're
One
gonna
more
have
Yo,
time.
let's
Fortnite.
not do
Fortnite.
that.
God.
That was really
Alright, so
nasty.
this is also a returning game from last year.
Okay.
It was the most entered game at Evo 2018.
Oh, okay. I know
What?
that
Oh,
one.
it's
It was
Dragon
the
Ball.
most watched game
Oh.
Oh,
ever
they got
on
it?
Twitch,
Yeah,
for
it's
Evo
DB.
events, and we're happy to have
Most
Dragon Ball
watched game
Fighters
ever
back
on
at
Twitch.
Evo 2019.
Yeah.
Awesome. This awesome game from our friends
Oh,
over
it's
at
back.
Bandai Namco
Okay.
The
Entertainment.
power of
As
money.
you mentioned, you know, they recently
He right?
had their World Finals not too long
Damn.
ago, they announced, of course, their new season.
That
of
wasn't an
fighters. They
Anime
recently announced
Ascension.
Jiren, the Ultimate Warrior, and of course Videl. And there's a lot more that's going to be coming. I mean, they've made some balance changes as well. So it's going to be exciting to see how the players are able to adjust and, of course, mix things up for the future of this, very young franchise.
I do look forward to the fans yelling out.
Very
"What's
young
up?"
franchise.
If he even shows up.
That's a choice of words.
With all the fans, I'm
Right?
also super excited
That's
to
one way
see
of looking
That
at it.
franchise is actually older than people who actually entered the damn game.
Exactly.
mixing it up, so I'm looking
I'm mad they
forward
got
to
2
seeing
cams
what
going, and
these
it's
people construct and
the
stuff.
video feed they're using is like 480p. It's really making me mad.
It's pretty bad.
You know where all that money goes, man.
We got Dragon
They
Ball
couldn't afford the better
FighterZ,
camera.
Smash Brothers
The mirror
Ultimate,
behind him is
and
dirty.
BB Tag.
Yeah, that's the
That
big
is
thing.
really bothersome.
That's the big issue.
All right, we got to go a little bit further now. I think
Where are
a
they
lot of
staying
people
if they're
out
right
there
across
are
from the
playing a lot,
Delano?
using their fantasy bracket.
The Win?
About, what games are
The
going
Win.
to
Yeah, that could
what
be,
might
yeah.
not be included, but let's see what else we have.
So that's
I think
5?
my
All right, so
nickname
next
is
mix up.
Fantasy Bracket Ruiner. 'Cause
Ruiner.
That's what I'm here today to do.
The fantasy
Ruining
bracket
Fantasy
ruiner.
brackets for the future of Evo. So this next title hasn't been an Evo.
Uh-oh,
since
he's about to put something
2012.
crazy in.
On
Is
the
Dead or
night-
Alive? Is Dead or
Dead or
Alive?
Alive? Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. Core values, baby.
High definition, which is super awesome. We're very happy to welcome back after a 6-year hiatus, Soul Calibur 6.
Oh, never mind. I
Oh,
lied.
yeah, all right,
Yeah.
close. I was there.
Hey,
that was misleading. Yeah,
That was
it's
misleading.
It's
I'm
year of the
actually still on
3Ds.
point.
It's year of the 3Ds.
Hold on, let me check my list.
At Evo Japan, Keith from
Yeah, 'cause once I took Melee off, we're-
Yo, my
Whoa,
man
whoa.
destroyed the headset. That's not cool, man.
Yeah, that's not. They be doing that.
You gotta buy
It's
those.
interesting to see, of course, how all these different mix of. I mean, it's a very new game. I mean,
Oh, it's Boom. And wow, oh, okay, Boom got
Yeah,
bringed out.
Boom was on stage for that game, so.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just mad they picked the.
Yeah, that clip. Short
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah,
They
they
can't
show
let
them
him-
getting
can't
bust
let him
real
bring
quick.
prosper.
Like 15 years ago, 2004 was the last time we saw it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
so
you gotta
it's
hold the L,
actually
homie.
Crossover entrance, right? Like, do people play Tekken and Soul Calibur? We don't know.
You didn't ruin my fantasy bracket, Wizard.
My
Let's
turn
go.
to actually ask you guys to show up. A lot of people did show up to not only watch, but
I'm
also
just waiting for
participate in the
MK11.
event at Evo Japan, and then there's other events around the world and around the
MK11 and Rev, and then I'm
But
still on
I'd like to
point.
invite all you guys to come out to Evo 2019.
Yeah, there is no way that MK11 is not gonna be there.
Yeah,
a
that's
shoe
another
in.
moneymaker.
That is a shoe in.
That's
Bandai
definitely
Namco
gonna be
to
it.
release Cassandra as a DLC character because that's who
Oh.
I played back in 2004, and I want to see her back. So we need to make it happen. You need to pass the word on to.
So Kubo-san and Harada-san.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I know they're watching, but they do have.
They should
two
make
coming
Watson
along,
a
but they also
DLC
have
character.
more
Yo, that'd be funny.
Can we stop?
So we'll see what's gonna happen. But with that addition, now we have. I'd like to recap kind of. We have Soul Calibur 6, new title, Dragon Ball
games.
Fighters, Smash Brothers Ultimate, BB Tag, Street Fighter 5, and of course Tekken 7. So we are now at 6 games. That leaves 3 left.
3 more games.
All right, Joey, what is our
Getting
next?
down to the wire.
What is our next one?
So the 7th game in Evo 2019 is a game that's returning from a series that is very popular at Evo in past.
Guilty Gear.
I think that a lot of fans are happy that we're bringing back Mortal Kombat 11.
There it
Oh.
is.
Evo 2019.
I say.
All right, Mortal Kombat making it.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yo!
we all knew that.
There you go, EJ.
That should've been the first one, honestly.
I mean, your list is already flawed because there's more than 8 games.
'Cause what?
It's more than 8 games.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's
yeah.
already messed up.
Things are gonna get juicy.
How-
We were talking about
How are we gonna have core values with all this gore?
A lot of gold.
Chill, man.
Look at this.
And interesting how they're changing the character.
It's American core values. We got different core values out here.
I hope they,
He's
I
not
hope they mark
lying.
the stream as not safe for work.
Bringing in the new NetherRealm fans
And
also a lot of
SFW.
old school ones as well.
I'm a huge old
Say
school
better
Mortal
enter your
Kombat
age,
fan. I
huh?
like what they're doing with the kind of perfect blocking system they got in place. They got 2 meters going.
We got the new defensive options
Yeah,
as well.
so I definitely like the way they're going to slow it down and make it more of a chess match instead of just rush down and do everything like that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this game turns out.
All right. There you have it. So Mortal Kombat 11 now added to the roster here at EVO 2019. In addition to Soul Calibur 6, Dragon Ball Fighters, Smash Brothers Ultimate, BB Tag.
Nobody cares. Anyways, Sonic Fox about to get another award.
Yeah,
That's
just
cool.
more money for Sonic Fox
I
in a
want to
second.
let everyone know again, we are taking questions and we will be answering later on in the broadcast. So make sure you guys use our hashtag.
Damn
Send
it.
out some tweets using hashtag
Guilty.
EVO 2019 and we'll be able to hopefully get to your question and answer it later on. If not, we might be able to
I got
put it
this.
later on.
I'm about to get my
Nunes gets
tweet put
in,
on.
I'm
Joey, we have 2 games left.
Man.
Fantasy brackets have already diminished. They've
Shattered.
disappeared. They're gone.
Shattered.
If both of them make it in,
Thousands
that
of
this
people out
is
there that-
All right,
this is
so
anime Evo right
Holding
here.
hope.
No, we're just gonna have to.
No,
do
you should
that.
really wait for the actual anime Evo.
Right.
How are we gonna
Yeah,
do
when
this?
it comes
So
up.
the 8th game in Evo 2019 is a game we've never had on our roster.
Hopefully
Under
under night.
It's never been a part of Evo.
Hopefully under night.
And we're
Yeah,
very
under
happy
night.
To include for the very first time
Yep.
Samurai Showdown.
Whoa, so Samurai
Wow.
I'm about
What?
to I'm about to turn
you
the
serious?
stream off.
Samurai
I'm about to
Showdown.
legit turn the stream off
Why?
right now.
Oh, what?
An amazing
The game ain't even got nothing out outside that one video.
Wow.
old school feel of the game, and
I'm not
Well-
even. I can't
Well-
even be happy about this one.
How's
As much as I'm ready for the game, I can't even be happy about this one.
how was your list
Doesn't
doing,
make sense.
EJ?
know what's
So many people are about
That shit
pissed
got
off
bodied.
now. So many people are pissed off right now.
That joint broke your list. That broke your brain.
So many people are
yeah.
pissed off right now. Everyone's out the list now.
Y'all ever seen the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Hold on, we got new footage. We got new footage.
Oh, let's go.
Y'all saw
I still don't
here
think it should be an
first.
Evo, but
Crash the
it should-
net.
we got
looks
actual
terrible.
gameplay
This
now.
looks terrible.
Can I see high damage though?
Damage looks decent.
No, the damage needs to be like 2 hits and half life.
I respect that.
What are you playing? Freaking.
Yeah, that's
What are you playing?
that's what Samurai Showdown's
Oh,
doing. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
My
Fat
man
ass
playing
damage.
R4 Haramaru.
I want to see fat damage out here. This is what the game is known for.
Oh my
Pussy
goodness.
boys.
Look at the super.
Yeah.
Somebody said sellouts with a cash out at the start.
Bet. Early summer to early summer
Are you
to so
serious
basically it's
right
another
now?
BB tag.
They're gonna give us a week.
Yeah. That is, I don't know. I'm actually at a loss for words.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm with you on that one. As much as I'm ready for that game,
I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
a bit
the,
not
The first
Right.
5 tweets as I opened Twitter were, "Are you kidding me?"
We're not even trying anymore, man.
Yo, I'm sad to say it, but it looks like Under Night's not gonna make it again.
Yeah, I told you that
That's
game's not
that's
getting in.
crazy, man.
So,
That's so
we better
dumb.
get guilty at least.
Imagine having your game be super hyped up, won it in Evo, and you go with a game that comes out right before Evo.
Like, it's not even out yet.
Cheap ass guy.
If we get DOA instead of
Yeah,
GG,
Jim, but I mean, Samurai Showdown is going to be like we've never had. It's never been an esports title. It's never been a competitive title, really. for a
That's
long
actually
time.
really sad.
So I want to see who comes out of the woodwork and kind of maybe JT from Twitch, and he's a great competitor, but we'll see what happens. But I think it's going to be super awesome to have Samurai Showdown as a title at Evo this year.
I'm looking forward to it for sure. So let's recap now. So we have 8
Oh!
or 9 games announced so far. So we
So
we
the
got
ninth
one
game
more
is about to
game.
be Under Night,
Mortal Kombat
right?
11, Soul Calibur 6,
GG.
Dragon Ball Fighter.
I'm telling y'all, whatever it is going to disappoint y'all.
Blaze Blue
Oh, I know. I mean, I'm not going, so it's cool with me.
now. It's gonna be something that y'all can't even fathom after that shit. Like,
I ain't
I'm gonna do
going,
it.
but that's fucked up for people who are going.
Yeah.
Don said it's gonna be Grand Blue.
Yo, that'd be hilarious.
It's a great event, but
I think that comes out in like September though.
Well, Soul
I
Calibur
Yeah.
is the next stage. We'll talk more about that.
I don't think they had a release date on it yet.
Main events.
Can you give me the last one?
Uh-oh,
I know this
main
we're
stage is
getting
another blow up
towards the
later.
end of the list, but what is our final game at Evo?
You know, Evo's had its ear to the ground. We've been
GG,
listening to
boy.
the community and listening to the fans and kind of figuring out what they want.
This is about to be a
And
troll.
I think it's time that this community actually gets to shine. They've been doing a great
Under
job
Night.
kind of supporting their game throughout the year and maybe further. But I definitely think that
Oh, Knap is not
it's time for them to
GG?
make
What?
their game a main title at Evo 2019.
Blaze
So,
Blue
for the
Central
first
Fiction.
time ever, I'm proud to announce that Under Night in Birth.
Wow.
I'm happy for them.
later-
I'm happy for these guys.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's
they've
go.
definitely
They deserve it.
title.
They deserve it,
They
man.
more than deserve that shit.
Damn, somebody said rest in peace, Melee and Guilty.
Bringing Under Night in
I mean,
Birth.
Guilty's there in the fact that it's a Revo tour, and I mean they got Anime Evo, so
Right.
they'll be fine. They'll be
And the
fine.
thing is, BB Tag being a main game makes sense because of P5A.
Right.
Insane, just seeing all this action, and I'm excited to see how this plays out. because
Damn,
I
so
know
Leffen
for
took
a
the
long
last
time, a lot of
trophy.
people and a lot of the advocates for this game have
Nice.
been letting people
I
know
mean,
that this is one of the most
They don't like
successful
Evo anyway, so I'm not really sure
out
why
there.
they
I know a lot of people
want
have
it so
been
badly
playing
anyway.
at
I
various
see.
tournaments throughout the
Yo, that was
past year.
dope.
So I'm
Oh.
excited to see how this is going to play out for the not only the anime fighting game community, just the
I mean, they did real good last year considering that they were on the main stage. They just weren't a main game.
Yeah.
Yep.
for them to kind of rise up and make it like a cool, fun game to play and a tournament-worthy game is really outstanding
Shit.
for the community. So we're really proud to kind of support them and be a part of EVO 2019.
I mean, again, like I said, I'm happy that they're finally there. I'm a little upset it took this long, and I'm not going. But you got Combo Breaker and CEO, which probably would do it better anyway.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, Dragon Ball Fighters, Blaze Blue Cross Tag.
My man put Samurai Showdown in.
Street Fighter.
How many Melee players are mad right now? What's the Melee scene looking like right now?
I'm
about
gonna
Samurai
have to get
Showdown?
on Twitter and
GG
watch the
players
world
too.
burn.
Yeah, I'm ready to see the war burn.
There are people punching their monitors right now,
Now,
bro.
I gotta ask you, Joey. I mean, obviously
Okay,
we're losing
PG.
that.
My man said
There's
no
something
Tetris
that's
99 at
wrong.
Evo.
Yeah, I gotta ask you.
No, that's Anime Evo, baby.
Where's Smash Brothers Melee?
I mean, Melee
Tetris
had a
is
great
anime.
run at EVO, and it's unfortunately it won't be a fit.
Somebody said no GG, no core values.
But we do want to highlight
Whatever.
some of the great past moments from Melee history. So we prepared a video, and we hope you enjoy it. Hit
We got a
They don't need no video.
for Melee.
They don't need no damn video.
Damn, this the Is it a courtesy prize for?
Yeah, yo.
Oh, goodbye. What, it came back in 2013, so what, they had a what? Almost 7-year run. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Jesus, the destruction.
Yeah, my man's destroyed the mic.
Ew, he's crying.
He was like, I'm going for the 3. Yeah, because he's a bitch. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Is he your scene, Greg?
Who?
Fucking Hungry Ball.
That's North Florida. That's Orlando. That's not my scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't take crybabies.
Hey, I
You know
respect.
what? Hungry
Thanks,
Bob's
Melee,
do
for
seem
these
like the
moments.
type to be
So
from
many
Florida.
others.
For all we know, he could have like
We have our
bodies in his freezer or
And,
something,
we're
man.
talking
You know,
about
He looks like he would.
you know, the side
you're from Florida.
Evo has always been a place for all fighting games, not just the ones that are at the main event.
Hold on, they're doing a
You know,
side
last
tournament
year,
for
I think,
Melee?
was something that we did
They usually do for like the games that don't make it.
You know, the different tournament organizers and the side.
Now,
So,
granted,
GG side tournament.
Evo's not gonna. Well, Arxis is probably gonna organize the Guilty Gear tournament because of Arc Revo.
Yeah.
The Community Evolution Championship, which is what we're gonna do as far as treating the tournaments for the other games a lot better and the communities that are a lot better. And I'm actually looking forward to that because last year we actually gave medals to a lot of the games. We gave them.
But that
stage,
just make
we
no
also gave
sense.
them screen time. But this year we're gonna start taking that.
Don't patronize Mark, man.
Shit.
Yeah, definitely. I think that it was a huge hit for the community.
He ain't having it.
To kind of show games that might not get the spotlight all the time.
Oh,
So
damn.
giving them
I
on
got
our
red.
official channel, giving them medals, as you said. I think it's just a great first start of getting.
I got red.
Maybe like Super Turbo and CVS2.
I hope they answer my question on stream.
Maybe didn't make the core lineup like Super Smash Bros.
Did you
Melee.
tweet it?
And,
Yeah, definitely
so
did.
Definitely look forward to seeing who applies for a tournament and how many people.
I'm not about these games that aren't out being in Evo though. Like,
Yeah, we're ready.
defeats the whole fucking purpose.
I never really
Another game
understood that.
like Guilty Gear Xrd Rev
I wasn't a fan of BB Tag being in that shit last year.
Well,
I mean, he shouldn't have
BB
been there.
I love the question. Said, will BB Tag be 3 out of 5 in pools at Evo?
That's a legit question, though.
That is a good question.
'Cause
I
that's a
feel
make
like
or
you
break.
guys are reaching.
That's a make or break right there. If I was playing BB Tag.
BB Tag is gonna be first to one for time restraints.
Okay.
Where the hell is Melee
I
at?
won't be there to see it. So.
And this concludes our podcast for tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Wrap it up, wrap it up.
Damn, that thing you gonna spell at least halfway decent. All the Melee kids not holding their arms up with no deodorant.
Oh, your voice shaking.
Man, if you're a smasher out there, this will teach your ass. This will teach your ass to wear some
I
deodorant.
definitely just muted Dimitri.
Are we gonna be doing that out here?
Praise Mr. Wizard. Praise the Cannon Brothers. Get the fuck out of here. Melee
Oh.
on the damn fighting game.
I
Hold
muted
that
him
shit.
just to hear that, and then I immediately remuted him.
Oh my god. Oh
I'd rather
man.
have I'd rather have 400 people tell me how they want to drink Hilda's bath order than to see these Melee kids get another year. Who's with me? Don't even say nothing in here.
Oh my goodness.
I think
Now, all we gotta do is get ready to damn Smash Ultimate kids.
that's
I'm
not
mad-
going anywhere. That's money. That's money,
I'm
bro.
more mad. This is the loudest Dimitri has
It's
ever
ever
been.
been.
On the mic.
Ever. You could never hear this dude, man.
My
almost as
man
bad as the
playing in the
Sharpie,
wind
man.
tunnel, but as soon as Smash gets unannounced,
Yeah, my man, he
my
fixed his
man got
mic
the
just
freaking
for the
got the
troll.
studio mic.
Just for the troll.
Studio mic.
Li-
He fixed it just for the troll.
Listen, no splash, bros.
Damn.
We don't want to see none of that.
Flash.
We don't want to see it no more.
I'm sick. What Splash Bros?
Keep those shitting in the fucking hallways, shitting in their pants niggas out of the tournaments. We don't want to see them no more. Take that shit to Genesis 11 or wherever the fuck they play that game at.
So,
Fuck you, Melee.
So excited.
Are you going to be entering Samurai Showdown, Dimitri?
I'm for sure gonna play that game.
That's the new Melee.
All these forms will be
I'm gonna play that game. Hell no, man. Yo, there better not be no Melee kids when I go anywhere. That shit's dead. They killed that game.
When's start time, though?
They killed that game. That game dead. Melee gone. You don't like Melee. Nobody likes that game.
You play Melee.
You definitely play Melee.
When I was 8,
And you watch cartoons.
I definitely watched cartoons, but I don't play no Smash, nigga. I ain't no Smash player. Don't ever disrespect me like that. I ain't no Smash player. Who in here a Smash player? Ain't nobody playing Smash in here. You better not.
Let me
This
see.
man said good value.
Tainting.
Yeah, you heard that?
Yeah, I heard the fuck up.
I'm gonna go around the cuff real quick. So, how does everybody feel about this year's lineup?
How does everyone what?
How's everybody feel about the lineup?
Other
Let's
nights in, that's all I
go.
really cared about.
Oof. Yeah.
If it didn't get in, I would understand, but it'd be more of a reason for people not to go to Evo.
Under
It's
night,
gonna
they
be
gonna run.
it's gonna be a no for me there, Chief.
They gonna run
But I
that
mean, I'm not going
tournament
anyway,
like
so it don't
trash.
really bother me.
They gonna run that
Should have had it
tournament
as a
like
main event last year,
Now, why would you want that?
because I was there.
Oh, good, fair game.
I know we had the conversation that it seems like over the test of times the Evo list has gotten weaker. I don't feel like that's what the issue is. I feel it's more so the games that are out now are
Yes.
weaker. So
I feel like that's the
it's
main.
like-
And I'm only gonna speak on the games that I've played. I've played pretty much all these games except the Smash game. Let me be honest. They all suck except Tekken 7. All these games are trash. I played DBZ an extended amount of time. That game sucks. I played Soul Calibur 6 for an extended amount of time. That game sucks. Played Street Fighter 5. That game sucks. A lot of these games, they're trash.
Jeez,
The only
this
game I-
range.
The only game
What is this range this my man has here?
The only game I haven't played is MK11, and that is what's gonna make Evo. MK11. That's the only game no one's played, but people have history in.
Okay, so my question with that is, do you think that MK11 is going to be a Sunday game?
MK11 to save Evo needs to do melee numbers.
Yes.
It needs to do melee numbers. The highest MK has ever reached is 1100.
That's all right.
It needs to be 2K this year. It has to be 2K.
Man, I think that's a stretch.
I
Because
love
you,
2K.
Unio is only gonna do about. I will give it 600. I will give it 600.
Oh,
I'll say Unio will get at least 8. I'll say that because we got people from overseas coming, so that's gonna boost the numbers.
yeah. I just want to
like,
see. I just want to see Japan fuck people up.
right, like off America alone, I feel like Unis can get at least 5. So I'm thinking like with the overseas competition, we're gonna get at least 8 for Unis. I'm pretty sure.
800.
At the least 8. At the least.
I feel like a lot of the Unio players in Japan kind of dropped their game though, because Goichi stopped playing. Sonaru dropped the game for a little bit. Like Sonaru was playing BB Tag and DBFZ. Like a lot of Unio players were like, "Man, fuck this game." So like they could try coming back, but I don't know if any of them will feel confident enough to fight the real Unio players that have been grinding. They'll probably come over for a different game, but you know what I'm saying? Like I expect to see Sonaru and Goichi and like Rion like come over for like BBFZ, but not with their main focus being in the Unio tournament.
I'm gonna be 100% with you. I forgot Rion even freaking existed, yo.
Wait a second. Did they already announce the games that are going to be on main stage on Sunday?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said before, like Greg said, wait, that's Greg, right? That's Shinoni. Who's the other nigga in here? Who's Suku Oni? Who that? Who that? How you change your name?
Who the heck is Firestarter.exe?
That's me.
You know who the fuck
Damn.
that is, baby.
That's my other. That's my all account.
You
Breeze up here.
you don't sound like the GOAT.
Bah. Let's go, baby.
Oh man.
I don't look like the GOAT, but I do some GOAT things.
Almost died on the beach.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna have to refrain and leave that one alone.
Oh, she's out here.
Oh, my
Listen.
goodness.
I think Unio, Eunice, whatever. I think that should have been in the Evo line. They should have gave that a fucking try when it first came out.
Right.
But Melee was carrying an Evo, man. They put the shit on his back. Then Street Fighter 5, they waited their time till BBFZ came out. Now Evo feeling real gutsy with the BBFZ. That's why they didn't put Melee in. They feeling real gutsy. And like, man, we don't need the Melee number.
That was a question? Are you kidding?
You didn't hear us loud and clear though.
Because what did DBFZ do last year? Like 2K, right? They feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good. I don't know if DBFZ gonna have close to that. This year.
Anything that bugs you about Evo.
They should just link the podcast. Just link Wizard the podcast, and he's gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna have to restructure the entire event.
Look, Kyle, you're still gonna be there doing pools for Smash.
You're wild. I've never done that.
Somebody gonna walk up to you, be like, did this man shit his pants?
That's disgusting. We got adults doing that. That should be a segment on its own. Freaking defecating on yourself. How's everybody feel about defecating on themselves?
I mean, I've been doing that for years.
Oh, I respect it. Sometimes you ain't got the time, you know what I mean?
Nah, man, you always gotta make it to the bathroom. Or something, I don't know.
All I gotta say is that if you were doing that standing up, you're a psychopath, and you need to be arrested. You gotta go all the way to jail.
So it's okay if I'm sitting down?
You're sitting down, so whatever. Like that's
This
what
the
it's
real,
supposed to
this
be,
the
but
real question.
If you're standing defecating, you need to go to jail. Like now.
This the real question. Who the fuck is gonna play Soul Calibur 6 and Unio or whatever that wasn't already playing it?
Are gonna be bad.
Who the fuck is playing those games and are super excited?
Especially with Melee gone too. It's not gonna even like help.
Who cares? They have their own big event that they'd rather go to anyway.
I was just talking about the number.
Yeah,
one.
R.I.P.
Oh.
Genesis.
So the numbers are real now.
Yeah. If you put it like that, yeah.
Pretty much.
I know the Melee kid's been shitting on Evo for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
Bodying. They said it's a terribly run tournament, and it probably is. That's why I said, like, even with 400 people, you know, that tournament could be ran pretty shitty, so. But they were like, if Evo doesn't announce your game and you're in FGC, your game dies.
Yeah, we know.
Kyle, you see Markman's little ponytail he got?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just coming through his hat, bro. I feel like he just probably need a haircut. Like, I don't think
That's
that was
also fair.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional. He got his little samurai, samurai joint.
Little samurai
He
butt.
ready for that Samurai Showdown, that's why.
That's crazy.
Real talk, it's not it like that.
That game looks like trash, I'm gonna be honest.
Why
But
would
I'm
you
gonna
ask a
play.
question from, you know what, never mind. Never mind.
We're just admiring
No.
the dirt on the window in the back, to be honest.
Like we requiring you to take an extra day off work, and people, if they don't go to the stuff on Thursday, feel like they've missed out. And so we're really hesitant to do kind of stuff.
I can't believe BB Tag made it. That shocked me.
I'm
Wow.
not surprised.
I wanted to see that game die.
P5A, man.
I'm ready.
So there's always stuff for people to do, but I think adding a
Shit, I knew it was coming.
I wanted to see BB Tag get bodied.
You already know it wasn't.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't sure about that. I was hoping.
Definitely rely a lot on third-party partners to kind of fill that.
I was hoping. But it could be a good thing. It could be another year of Twitlongers about people telling other people how one team in the game doesn't break the game while the team wins like every tournament. So that's cool. That's cool.
Sign up, don't miss the window, get it signed up, and then
No melee. Immediately check Underbox Twitter.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
Why are people hurt about that? That game is like 15 years old.
I was
Hey, man, it
debating.
says, I do all this work to keep this game alive. They should respect
Like,
my hustle.
like what? Melee came out what? 2000? 2001?
Too long ago.
Friggin' dead software, man.
It's
I was
2000, right?
They only group using CRT still, my man.
Yeah.
That joint was
wouldn't wanna run it
19
either.
years ago.
I wouldn't want to run that game either from a TO
Facts.
perspective. That's
I mean,
a
you're
hassle.
not helping with the CRTs, are you?
Doesn't help that the game disc is rare too. So it's like,
That too.
Yeah, like you know how hard it is to find
That's
a
another
GameCube
issue.
copy of
So
Melee.
if you look for a copy of Melee right now, you're gonna
Shit's
be
like
spending-
hundreds.
It's like $70-$80
yeah,
still.
you're screwed.
No,
That's a freaking console, man. You could probably get a GameCube for like $10 now.
I was waiting for the core values announcement, to be honest.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know about the core values?
Do you know about the core values?
Shit, I was about to play some core values.
Also, like in America, you give everyone the
You know if Wizard talks too much, he uses all the energy he's stored up.
You gotta eat a McRib to recover, right?
You guys are wild.
I just threw out an answer.
So the McRib is like his version of a sensu bean?
Yeah. Am I wrong?
That's OD.
I haven't had one of those in years, man.
I don't want one, alright?
You're not missing much. You're not missing much.
Henceforth, why I don't want one.
Yeah, you're honestly not missing much, yo.
Damn it.
I hadn't really thought about it until right now, so maybe we'll have to look into it. And it's luckily we have 3-4 months till Evo, so maybe we can kind of put something together. I also think it's the 25th anniversary of Super Turbo.
Damn, I can't believe
Nobody
this shit.
cares. Nobody cares about ST. Shut up.
Maybe we can get something together.
What you talking about, man? Buck Nasty cares.
A lot of
Yeah, well,
are coming around this year, so we'll definitely see.
Buck Nasty looked like he can chew through a lead pipe, so
And
don't matter.
Young Cross.
yeah, but he more worried about the weed.
Hold up, man. You trying to say my man Buck Nasty messing around with the meth? That is a powerful accusation, my friend. That is a powerful accusation, my dude.
You are fully out of
Holy
pocket.
crap. That's wild.
Erred on the side of caution last year, and we
That's
thought
actually
that
crazy.
might be a little bit slow. So, definitely have-
Kinda made a mistake.
It will be
Fuck.
gratified the entire way.
Idiot.
Proven that it's a faster game than most other games, so we're happy to confirm that right now moving forward. Do you guys have it? Blaze, you thought-
Watch, he's gonna announce it, and then pools start.
Can we get can we get Street Fighter in the morning? Can we get Street Fighter in the morning?
I mean, what would y'all prefer to be the last game on Sunday?
MK, let's get it, baby.
I mean, you already know what it is.
Pre-order shirt up on Smash.
They're never gonna do that,
MK,
Greg.
man.
Right after this broadcast.
What?
They're never gonna do that, bro.
Pre-order blue.
Do what?
We're going with this
They're not gonna put Eunice last.
while.
Oh no, I'm saying I was talking about Street Fighter.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say because you know,
No,
you
you already
damn
know
well-
that's not
you know
gonna happen.
Damn
Come
well,
on.
Eunice is about to be a Saturday.
People would
game.
have a fucking conniption if that was the case.
That is a Saturday.
Street Fighter's
game.
not last. What the fuck is this? I
If
spent
I
all
ain't
this
never
money.
see one, dog. I mean,
Capcom would
honestly. I
Capcom
don't
would
even-
flip.
They're already
Yeah,
talking
I'll-
about pre-ordering shirts.
Oh.
I literally
Shirts.
cannot look. I cannot look at Wizard's shirt right now. It's really bothering.
I mean, the man likes orange.
It's
As
not that
ugly
it's
as it is.
orange. It's that
I
it's
kinda
like
feel like
mad
you-
tight in the front. But look at this dude's sleeves.
I kind of feel like you want one.
I really don't.
You
look
want
like
you
work
want
at
one?
Home Depot.
I think
that requires
Mr.
manual
Wi-
labor. Come on now.
Mr. Wizard is actually losing weight.
Wow.
You are.
I
No.
can't believe you're even responding to that.
I think
I didn't
he,
say
I think
anything.
he, I think he's losing some weight, man. Last year, man, he was like destroying the couch.
That's why you had to give him his own seat this time.
I don't know.
See, what you don't understand is they're not sitting on cushions. There's actually like iron boxes underneath of those.
Damn, they said
Oh,
in
no.
exhibitions, he's like, nah.
Yo,
Wow.
exhibitions in the FGC are dead now. There's no beef.
Yeah.
There's
All
no
the beef
beef.
sucks.
There's
The
no
last godlike one that I saw, exhibition money match, that shit between Andre and Unknown, that was the last funny one.
beef.
I was
That
about to say
a
Fnatic
long
and
time
who was
ago.
it? Who do you
Oh,
play?
Fnatic
Come
and
on.
Ring Ray?
Yes, that's
Nah, it was the
That
it
beef was
it-
whack.
Nah, it was Sonic Fox.
I
and
made
Perfect
money
Legend.
off of that.
Wait, Sonic Fox and who?
Perfect Legend.
Oh, the
That was
13-0.
good, but that was a blow up.
Y'all weren't
That-
there for the aftermath.
That shit
That
just
was
made
great.
me laugh.
The
What
aftermath was way funnier than what actually happened on the stage. Like, oh, hold on, you don't know about the aftermath?
What are we talking about?
All
The
right,
13-0.
So after the 13-0 commenced, right? Like the dude PL was just like on the stage, like he would not get off that jump. So Tom Brady had to scoop him up and take him off the stage, right? And like after he scooped him up, it was me, Word, and Chuck. We was in the lobby. So as Tom Brady's trying to escort this dude PL off the premises, Word turned around and he talks to him. He asked him. He's like, hey Tom. He said, what happened to your boy up there? And like
Oh,
this
God.
dude, this dude Tom Brady was making like every excuse under the sun for PL, and that turned into like a 30 to 45 minute segment of talking shit about PL to his face, like right outside. the
Wait, who's talking
venue.
shit to him?
Like it was like a group of people, man. Like it started out with Word, and then like
Oh,
it
yeah?
just got, the more the Tom Brady tried to defend him, it just got worse, and it just snowballed. It just got worse and worse because you could tell that like so. Tom Brady knows Word because he used to play Tekken like a long time ago.
Oh,
Tom
yeah,
Brady
Brady used to play Tekken?
Yeah,
Four
he was.
games.
He was.
Yeah,
good-
he talks about that on his
I know
stream.
that.
Yeah, he was not good at it, but he played it. Like so.
Hey guys, we're talking about 4 games on Sunday now.
Okay.
Fortnite. When are they gonna add Fortnite to the Evo roster?
It is
Apex
the-
Next
Legends.
year.
Apex Legends into the evil lineup.
I thought I told you.
Do you play that game?
He
Me?
definitely does
Yeah.
not.
Oh.
No.
I was just like, you crazy?
Yeah, Dimitri
I
played
play-
2 games. And he said,
I play Fortnite.
I don't get it.
Oh, nah, I respect that. I respect that.
I mean, if I actually play Apex Legends, that could be good. But okay, look, Nick, I'm a god at every shooter.
I don't think PC shooters are for you, bro.
What?
Yeah.
I think
Hold up.
Darkchild was there too. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
Dark Child.
that blow up?
Yeah, I think he was
When
talking
was
trash too.
this?
He was drunk. I remember now. He was drunk.
When was this?
This was
Yo,
whatever joint that was. Summer Jam when they had the
Oh,
exhibition.
yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the 13
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay, never mind. My bad.
Yeah. Darkchild was there for that.
Why is Coma over here asking me who's a Coma character in Under Night? I don't know. I'm not Coma.
Hold on. What?
He's
asked-
over here like Coma's
Coma's
like
playing phone on.
no, he doesn't apparently like Phonon. So now he said he's going to Batista, and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
All right, look,
Yeah,
And
look,
then
look.
now he's
Let-
like, who should I play? I'm like, I don't know, dude.
Let me break it down to you.
Yo,
All right, Greg.
don't even
This is-
respond to him.
This is all you have to do. This is all you have to do with Coma. You could pick the latter, which is you just don't respond. Or you could tell him if you don't like any of the characters, maybe the game's not for you.
I think the game's for him. He's just too fucking picky. Just pick a character.
Nah,
Pick a character and
I
lap
don't-
it out.
I don't know, man.
He legit my
What are you
son.
asking me for, man? Like, I barely know my character.
He
I've
legit
been
my
playing this
son.
game longer than him.
He was playing. Let me tell the story again, man. He was playing Mai, and you know how he went. The same thing he asked Greg. He said, "Look, he said, Dimitri, I need another character in BB. I don't know what to play." Kaluma legit my son because I literally talked him into playing 2 teams and characters that he wouldn't have picked otherwise. I literally told that nigga play 9. I told him for like 2 weeks. And then I stopped talking to him, and then a couple of weeks later, he's playing 9.
Oh.
And he was playing Chie and Ruby and BB Tag. He was playing Chie and Ruby and BB Tag in Korea. I said, stop. He said, I need 5 characters. I said, look, man, you can play Ruby Godot. He
That's
said,
it?
I don't want to play them.
That's it.
I said,
boys?
Man,
I said,
that was a
pick
waste.
S. I say, pick S, pick Narcomi
Well,
or
you
I.
guys have fun, whoever's going.
And that's what he did. Picked S and fucking Hyde. So I would just tell him pick top tier and then
Japan
stop
seems
talking to
way
him.
more fun to me right now.
Man, tell me why this dude EJ literally has a browser open. He's buying tickets to Evo right now, bro.
Are you serious?
I
I'm
can't
on the site
believe
right
it.
now. No,
For what?
Why would I
That's
do that?
crazy.
For what?
My man,
Why
was
Why
that
would I
excited.
do that?
He was that excited, dog. That's
For
crazy.
what?
I guess
Son, what?
I guess Dragon Ball and Ultimate.
For, why? You don't play that game.
That's crazy.
You don't play
Yeah,
Dragon
you
Ball.
can.
You're like,
That's actually kind of crazy.
He said, "Are you crazy?"
I'd have to be smoking the loudest of loud to be doing that.
I got you with the hookup, bro.
it's alright if you like
Hey.
it. Just admit that you like it. I just don't
Right.
agree with it, but
Yeah,
if you like it, you like
ain't
it.
gotta lie to us. My man says, "See you in August." I gotta turn this stream off.
I turned it off
It's in August?
Yeah, this has got to go. All right, this has got to
Hey,
go.
hey, EJ,
Yo.
I got you. Here you go.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Hey. Let's go.
I was gonna sit there and do a segment on our reaction and everything, but I kind of feel like you guys got the full effect live.
Which
do a
was
recap.
not a reaction.
We could just do a recap.
How much is it to register right now?
Yo, he sent me the same message he sent Greg, and I wasn't even looking at my phone.
Goodness gracious,
expensive as shit.
Bailey.
What?
$65 for early bird.
For CEO?
Yeah.
At least you know it's
Yeah.
good.
I mean, yeah, but goodness, we're on like,
Is that
hey,
still
early
is that
bird.
in Daytona
yeah,
where people say that people screaming out racial?
yeah. They said
Oh,
it's.
jeez.
He said he's working on it, and he's like already talked with like the
How can you
mayor.
work-
Look,
how
I'm
can
about to
you
say,
work
Jabali can't fix racism in a year.
How
though.
can
Hey
you
man,
work
Like,
on
I don't.
Daytona?
I
The
don't.
next Dr. Martin Luther
Niggas
King.
been
He
working
might,
for
he might be,
Nick,
he might be,
Nick,
dog. My man's gonna be walking around with the debated
I
face
have
in
a
the
dream.
photos, yo.
Nick, niggas been working on
Yeah.
Daytona for like 60 years. It's gonna take a little more than Jabali, bro.
I don't know, man. He the goat.
It's gonna take a little more than Jabali to fix Daytona, man.
My
That
man
shit been going-
said, I'm
Man,
about to,
Reverend.
I'm about to solve racism. Like, all right, Jabali.
If Jabali can pull
Freestyle,
that off,
BDR.
if Jabali can
Yeah, I
pull
saw
that off,
that.
he needs to run for governor.
don't start that, man, because you know he'll do it. Like, don't start that.
Let's see.
My man's just
Central
like
Fiction,
a reverse Kanye.
DDR. ITG Customs.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and what's this? Pump it up.
No, no thank you. No.
Yeah. I guess I can go into closing remarks and I can end this. I feel like it was a successful pilot for a considerable future. So I guess I will go. I don't.
Fuck Smash.
Oh jeez. Does everybody's Discord call-in come up in the same order, or is everybody's different?
No.
So like for mine, Greg is at the bottom, but then it's like EJ, then Nick, and then Dimitri. Is everybody's order the same?
Mine from top to bottom is Dimitri, me, EJ, you, and then Greg.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
that's
it's all the same. It's all the same then. So I guess what I'm gonna do is before signing off, I'm gonna give everybody an opportunity to plug their socials, their streams, and whatnot. So I guess we can start with Greg and work our way up to the top.
So yeah, you could follow me on Twitter if you wish at Mecha Shin Oni.
Follow him.
You could follow my Twitch, which is the same, if I remember right, Mecha Shin Oni. I ain't plugging Instagram because my Instagram's kind of dead right now. But
I respect that.
yeah, you follow if you wish. I mean, I keep up my Instagram, just not as much as other social media. But Twitter and Twitch are probably like the more active ones. And that's all I got for you.
All right, EJ.
Instagram, Twitter, at Hermit_Ernest. Also, Twitch is LHI_Kira.
All right, Nick.
Oh, it's my turn. My Twitter is Nick T Stone. My Twitch is DMV_graph. And I think that's my only social media.
That's all you need.
Dimitri, do you interact with humans?
No.
Damn.
Listen,
Say get him
Nope.
out of here.
No.
listen, don't worry about follow you guys. Follow the stream, comment, like, subscribe, donate again, or get the fuck out, Legion. Also,
Oh my goodness. How you gonna get donations like this?
Also, I'd like to say, look, man, Evo's great. You should go support it, even though they run the tournament shitty every year. It's a great place. Don't fuck it up. All the Smash kitties are gone for the Melee side. We just need to work on Ultimate. Like I said, follow these niggas. It's gonna be a good time for everybody.
Give it
Still
4
fuck
years. Give it
Smash.
4 years.
Oh goodness.
I'm more mad that his mic went back to being crap again.
Yeah.
We need
Oh,
we
my
need another
goodness.
Samurai Showdown announcement. Then we'll be straight.
Oh jeez, I think we're good on those. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this outro while that happens. Then. And transition. All right, everybody. Had a quite eventful night here on the Crash the Net podcast, discussing evolution. I need to get a concrete day on the so whichever day I can get everybody on the call. Probably on Thursday. There's other stuff that goes on Tuesdays. So I'm gonna have that ready for everybody as long as the schedule and such. There's a couple improvements to it to make it better. Hopefully I can get cams. That'd be really cool to see everybody. Until next time, like, share, comment, subscribe. We will see you in the next one. I'm out of here, y'all.